Right, let's check that the stream is live. Let's get this shit on the road. I know the sound is a bit fucked at the moment, but that's because I'm not. I had to fix the audio in game. Let me see. Is the stream live? Here we go. Can I hear myself? That's the first thing. Is my sound fucking working? Right. So welcome everybody. I recently put out a straw poll on Twitter and on YouTube, letting you guys decide what we are tackling first in the road to DMC5, or road to Gamescom, whatever. So the aim of this series is basically just to stream some DMC every single day, with you guys sort of deciding what I get to stream first. And I do have the results here. I'm just planning them up at the moment. I'm just sorting out the details for this video, so don't mind the typing in the background. Oh, today's been a long day. It is currently almost 7:30 here, PM UK time. That's cool, that's fine though. Right, so this is almost done, folks, bear with me. Disregard what you hear in the background. Unfortunately, I've got a bunch of morons for neighbours, but what can you do? What can you do? Right. So now that all this is settled and done, let's go take a look at the straw poll here, which I've got it right here. Results. Right, so overall we've had a total of 22 votes, and they go as follows. So in third place with 3 votes, 14% in total, we have DevilNeverCry 4 Special Edition. In second place, DevilNeverCry with 7 votes, 32% of the votes in total. And of course, in first place we have DevilNeverCry 3 Special Edition. 12 votes, 55%, so that's what we're going to start with. It was interesting. The first game was winning at some point, but then DMC3 took over. 3 is every. Some people are arguing that I should do that in chronological order, which is what I thought of, but I decided to just go with what you guys wanted to see first, because why not? Obviously I like what I'm doing, but if you guys don't like it, then why am I even doing it in the first place? Alright, so let's get the sound sorted up. What the hell is going on with this live stream? Sorry, I've just lost track of the actual stream. What the fuck? That's weird. Why does it say it's offline? Oh no, we're online. We're good. This is a 1080p 60 frames a second stream, something I wouldn't have been able to do in the old place. Let's get the options sorted first of all. Oh, and we already had a bunch of comments. Alright. So let's... Wow, fucking hell, if this... What the hell is up with this goddamn YouTube UI? Like shit, I just want to get back to my stream. That's all I want. That's all I want. Take me to my stream. There we go, thank you. We've got a couple of comments in already. Neko's Gaming and X Tears. What is up, guys? So we're playing with Turbo, obviously. Lock on, we obviously want. Language. I just want it in English. Something I can understand. We'll put the volume a bit low, so that you guys can actually hear me. Vibration's obviously on. Brightness is whatever. controls, I'll leave them at default. You think Virgil's going to be a DLC character, yeah? Well, you know, if you're looking at the hard data we have here, which is DMC3 and DMC4, Virgil was only included as a playable character in these special editions, so you know, if they decide to include him as DLC, great. It means we don't have to go through a special edition just to fucking get him as a playable character. Obviously, as you can see here, we've got everything sort of sorted here. A fourth comment apparently is popping up. If it'll fucking load. Just 8 people watching. Fantastic. I will let you guys pick the costume. What costume do you guys want? You think his story is going to be pissed just like the DMC reboot? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think they're going to put a lot of effort into him just because they're focusing obviously on Nero, and Virgil's obviously his father. So you know they're going to take care. They're not just going to throw it away. Classic. Everybody wants, you know, classic. Apparently, classic costume here. Cool. So we're sticking with classic. Usually I'd go with DMC1 Dante. What the fuck is up with these triggers? Jesus. Cool. So what difficulty are we playing on here? That's the next question. What difficulty do you guys want? Because obviously I'm not gonna beat this in one session, I don't think. Because I got a bunch of... You want Heaven or Hell? Nekos wants DMD. That's 1 vote for each of those. I guess it's the whatever one I won't die on. Shit, that's well, it looks like Dante Must Die is what people want. Which, yeah. Fuck it. I guess we're just gonna have to go with some Dante Must Die then. It's been a long ass time. This is gonna be fucking long. I'm now. Like, I completely forgot. Oh, why did I start with this mission? I'm supposed to be starting from mission 1. That's my fault, guys. Jumping straight to the end. Right, we'll start from DMD. Yeah, no, I recently platinumed this again after telling myself I'd never platinum it again, and I soon realised just how much torture it fucking was, because enemies take forever to die. Like, the deaths and everything I can handle, because that's just me being a shit player, but things taking long is just, yeah. But it's cool. Still playing DMC4's Virgil for the 8th time now, and you're still on board with it. Well, they made Virgil like crazy good in DMC in the special edition of 4. Like the fact that he can just teleport to everybody instantly. You don't even have to jump cancel. You can just mash teleport. But only bought the game for PS4 for Virgil. Yeah, I remember that was what, 3 years ago that special edition was announced and released. That shit was insane. It was 2015, wasn't it? Or maybe it was 2016. I'm on my 6th playthrough of DMC3 now. I don't know what this one is. I wish I could enjoy DMC4 as much as I do DMC3. Yeah, DMC4 is limited, and you can tell. You can really tell why they had to cut corners just to make things work. DMC3 Virgil felt meh. Well, you gotta understand, they made, like, Virgil was pretty much almost a playable character in DMC3. Like, all the moves he has in the special edition of 3 are just all the boss attacks. It's just they let you actually use them. I just can't stand some DMC4 enemies, very annoying to play against. Yeah, the Blitz is pretty annoying, and the Chimera enemies, the Echidna ones, they're fucking terrible. The ones that won't let you combo them, they're boring. But DMC3 has some annoying enemies as well, I'm not gonna lie. Like the Lusts on DMD, they get the uppercut move, which is just annoying as hell. I don't know most of their names. I don't blame you. They're very forgettable. Waiting for DMC is such a pain in the ass. Tell me about it, man. The fact that Itsuno had to keep his mouth quiet on the project for 4 years is just crazy. Meanwhile, the fans were going fucking wild. Like, the DMC 15th anniversary, like, everybody was expecting something to be announced or whatever, and there was just fucking radio silence. It was crazy. Hopefully Dante and Nero won't just be copy and pasted from the 4th game. Hopefully they actually get new moves with their stand weapons besides Stinger and stuff. Now, definitely, if there's one thing I trust Itsuno with, it's gameplay. Like, obviously we see with Nero we've got a bunch of moves returning, but then we see we've got some new moves anyway. So, you know, I think they'll be just fine in terms of combat. It's dumb you can't use Judgment Can End in DMC3, like Boss Virgil can use it. And use Yamato and Beowulf. Yeah. I guess that's why they brought that move back in. They probably looked at DMC3 and they're like, what sort of things could he use in that time period, and what can we bring to DMC4? Hopefully all of the original voices are still in DMC5. I think they will. We know that Ruben has returned, the voice of Dante, as well as Johnny, who voices Nero. Nico's obviously a new character. Morrison they've changed completely, so I understand that. But Lady and Trish, I hope they come back, the same voice actors. Virgil, no doubt, will get the same voice actor, because, you know, Daniel Southworth is iconic. Better stay with the OG voices, seems like they are. Johnny Youngbosh, yep. And Ruben, yep, they're both there, alright. What am I going to equip here? I'll equip those. I'll use some Rebellion and Beowulf. The go-to combo. I'm not going to use any items here, even though I very could easily, but we'll save that for if and when I start to sweat. So, what style am I using actually? We use some Trickster. Everything has been maxed out in this account. I can't imagine someone else voicing over Virgil. Yeah, you're right. Like it just wouldn't sound right. It would not sound right at all. Right. God, I've been playing some DMC4 and things just don't feel right. And here we go. Everything's devil triggered. So annoying. Everything, all the timing is different here. Yeah, it's quite annoying, the fact that enemies just devil trigger. Ooh, that was disgusting. Like DMC1, they gave you a timer. And this game, it's just after you defeat 2 enemies, everything else in the room devil triggers. Or even after a certain amount of time, if you don't... Ooh, I did not think that would hit me. Just die. That was disgusting. I took a stupid amount of damage there. I didn't have to. Nope. I'm not really used to using the Trickster style. I was always a Swordmaster sort of guy, even with the original release. So this feels weird. Yeah, you weren't expecting that. Novak, I wasn't fucking expecting that either. I'm not the best DMC3 player. I prefer DMC4. And if I had a good enough PC, I'd totally stream this on the PC with the Star Switcher mod. Which, you know, I can run the game with the Star Switcher mod, but streaming at the same time, just... No, my PC's not powerful enough to handle that. Okay, no. Okay, I kind of expected that to happen with the other one. There comes the luster cut. You gotta be mindful. Nope. Jesus. Ooh, that was the wrong button. Tried to taunt, but never mind. I mean, that wasn't that bad. I took 2 hits. Alright, let's read the comments in the meantime. Do you like the new hair on Nero? I heard that if you don't like it, you can get his old hair or skin, I hope. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with Nero's new looks or making the characters photorealistic. Yeah, I'm alright with Nero's new look. Why not? Like, he's no longer the same person he was. He was supposed to be like a teenager in DMC4, so it makes sense that he'd grow up and go for a new look. Because, like, if you think about it, no one's the same as they are when they're a teenager. Like, I'm not the fucking same. I'm not even that fucking old. Exactly, Novak's right. He's not a kiddo anymore. So things have to change, which makes sense. I wonder what rank I got. I probably didn't. I got okay. I didn't use any items. I got twice, but to be honest, I did take a huge amount of damage. Ooh, yeah. A rank isn't the best. Isn't the best. But you know, it's not a fucking D rank, thank Christ. So. Put something chill in the background so that it's not blatantly obvious that there's nothing going on. That is probably too loud. Next mission. Looks like we have an uninvited guest. That we do. Yeah. Arkham. Bloody Arkham. I wonder if they're going to go for the whole Sparta power grab thing again in DMC5. But considering this new villain is supposed to be more powerful than the Prince of Darkness, the Demon Emperor Mundus, I don't know. Don't know who he's going to be. They sort of wasted the whole idea of Sparta's proteges in, what, the DMC anime? That was a disaster. Am I going to use Trickster or am I going to use Swordmaster? I'm going to use Trickster for now because there's going to be... Virgil is so badass, bro. Still can't get over it. I got a huge poster on my wall. He fucking was. I remember I had a DMC4 fucking poster in my room back when that came out. So fucking hyped. I like his old hair, but his old hair was not kid hair, but it's okay that Dante has long hair. I'm a big DMC fan, but I like his long hair. But you know, I have nothing against his old hair. Like, it's still smoking stick stylish. But and you know, again, if they add that back in as an alternate costume, you know, more power to them. I'll fucking use it. I think Sparta is the big bad. He could be. He might be. We don't know what happened to Sparta. Like, they're very vague in terms of what happened. All that we know is that he disappeared or died. So, yeah. I wonder if Nero will get his Devilbringer back. I reckon we will. We might start off with his Devilbringer. Sorry, actually. Maybe in like a tutorial mission or something. But again, I hope there is like an alternate skin that lets us use the original Devilbringer. But then again, it might not have the same abilities that all the other Devil Breakers have, like the the Quicksilver effect. Kind of looks like it's going to be Sparda, might just be me. Well, people have said he's got a third eye, so he sort of looks like Mundus, if you look closely enough. But who knows? It'll be interesting whatever they pick. Bludgeon of the Devil's like an Iron Hammer. So yeah, basically, like, what villains have we had? We've had Mundus, we've had Virgil, who wasn't really a villain, and then I guess Arkham, you could say, who was sort of using everybody. Bad start by me. No, you don't. One thing I hate is the fact that they can attack off screen. That's entirely my fault. I'll take the blame for that. You gotta be careful with these enemies. There comes the Lustica. I told you guys to be careful. Look at that. Now I have to play keep away. So that dude got me off screen. We're not gonna use that. We're gonna go for the continue. There's the first death. That's the thanks I get for trying to read chat at the same time. You know, I should stop trying to style here. Just go back to basics. Go back to using efficiency. Which is just spam the strongest moves you have. That's all it boils down to. What does everyone here think? Is Virgil conscious of his action or being possessed? I hope he has a hold of his own mind. I have a feeling maybe his soul and body have been separated. Maybe Virgil's body is just doing what it is, reclaiming parts of his soul. Because obviously the Devilbringer is part of Nero, but then again at the same time it's Nero's arm that holds a portion of his soul. Because it's kind of hard to commentate here and speak at the same time, especially on this sort of difficulty. But I'll try nonetheless. What was I going to say? That's right. So obviously Nero's arm got damaged in the Metis Forest, whatever you want to call it. Don't know how you pronounce it, but that's how it's spelt. And I'm assuming that's when Virgil got into his arm, because that's when his arm changed. And then in the novel, he goes into depth when Agnes stabs him, and he outright sees Virgil. Whereas obviously in the game, we don't really see that, but yeah. Okay, that's a bad situation. Yep, you lot can do that all you want. We want to get rid of these sloth enemies because they're terrible. They have so much fucking health, it's ridiculous. But that's always interesting. The fact that we didn't see that in the game, but you hear about that in the novel. So obviously the Devilbringer has a portion of Virgil's soul in it. So maybe the body is just unconsciously trying to gather all pieces of his soul back, which unfortunately means taking Nero's arm. But then again, there's more theories that lead to... There's more theories that say that Virgil's arm... I mean, sorry, not Virgil's... Nero's arm was basically corrupt. Because if you think about it, nothing can fucking touch that arm. Like, Dante literally ends up stingering that fucking arm and nothing happens. The only thing that can touch it is Yamato. And considering Yamato's probably in Nero's arm at that point, there should be nothing feasible that can hurt it, right? But then how did Virgil's corrupt body just tear that arm off like it was nothing? So everyone's sort of saying that the arm's corrupt and that Virgil was essentially doing him a favor by doing that. Ooh. You want to be careful. And you want to use Beowulf on this enemy because the light elemental does additional damage. So, careful. And that's that done. Let me angle this mic so you can hear me better. Maybe that's better. Where does the time go? And then the camera zooms out and it goes up the thick shaft of that tower, as Jester says. They ruined the skyboxes in the remaster. Like, I remember the sky used to look much better. Like, even DMC1 they ruined the skyboxes, it's fine. But we did terrible because we died that time. I reckon we probably got like a C rank. A rank? How do I keep getting A's? I don't understand. Right. Well, let's continue. As we see Virgil there standing atop of the tower. And Lady on her little motorbike. Well, obviously you found it. I find it funny the fact that she has to use binoculars, like there's not a massive tower just chilling in the background. Like, really, dude? Come on. And as she kills the enemies, they just leave a burning 3. Do you think that Dante told Nero that they're family? I hope. Maybe we'll see in DMC5. I reckon they did. I reckon Dante has, because that, at the end of the day, that's his nephew. You know, that's his brother's child. So I have a feeling that he has. It'd be kind of fucked if they didn't. I mean, at this point, Nero's taken over the what do you call it? He's taken over the business in Fortuna, basically. He's got his own DevilNeverCry business. He's doing, you know, all his DMC demon hunting business. And obviously, DMC4, Dante tells him that the sword is his brother's. And obviously their souls resonate because Nero sees Virgil just before he awakens his devil trigger. Like, I'm assuming Nero put 2 and 2 together and figured out himself, but if not, I'm sure Dante has told him, you know, which makes it interesting because, you know, when his arm gets taken, I wonder if he's going to realise who it actually is. I hope so, you know. But here we go. Mission 3, the Devil's Tower. Well, you know, invade the Colossal Tower. So for this mission, I think I'm just gonna... What am I gonna use? I'm gonna change up my equipment a little bit. I'm gonna use Agni and Rudra instead of Beowulf. Because again, elemental damage, kind of a hidden feature in this game where obviously certain weapons do more damage to certain enemies. So we're not gonna, if we don't have to, this town is devoid of life. Either town people had fled in fear of demons, or right. That's the thanks I get for trying to check something out, you scumbags. This is a silly puzzle, but we'll do it regardless. Not worried about health because there's a green orb up here. I hope they give us better secret missions in DMC5. I want some DMC1 level like type secret missions. Like none of this, you know, destroy all these things in this place in the time limit, or nothing too stupid. Give us some interesting stuff like, yeah, let's backtrack. I want you guys to backtrack 10 minutes and then 3 of the craziest enemies you can find will spawn, and you kill them and you get this. Who knows? Yes. Interesting flower emojis there. For those of you wondering, this is just a chill playlist I found randomly on YouTube. Like a lo-fi playlist, I believe. Apparently it's for lazy Sunday afternoons, but it's clearly not. It's a bloody Monday, even though it feels like a Sunday to me. And you immediately want to dodge, because those things will get you if you're not careful. It's fine, because you do that. Obviously a little tip here, but if you keep things off camera, they won't attack you. Because they need to be on camera to initiate the animation. Like that dude. And all they need is a pixel, just a pixel of themselves on screen, and they can start that whatever animation they want. It's so annoying, but... So obviously when you're like, oh that's cheap, or they got me from off screen, they didn't really get you from off screen, because they had to be... Motherfucker. They had to be on screen to get that shit to work. Okay, I'm playing like ass here, because I keep talking. See, I reckon it would have been better to start with DMC4, because I'm at least somewhat competent with that game. This dude hit me through the geometry. Yeah, that was my fault. Let's restart that encounter. I'm not gonna use a gold orb, because fuck that. Oh wow, so that restarts the entire mission, does it? Can I just restart the mission at this point? Yeah. That was a run. But that's what's so good about these games, is that you can immediately just restart and you're fine. Because the missions are so short. That's why we need that mission structure. Because the games are designed to be rank run. If they take that away in, you know, DMC5, you know, as Matt Manager here is saying, hope that DMC5 will be more open world, it will be cool like Dark Souls. See, what by open world, I hope it's like DMC1, where you can go to like random places in the castle whenever you want. But, you know, it's already said that the missions are back. So if it's like that and it's that open, that's fine, that's perfect. I don't see them making it any more open world than that, because obviously it's still a game that's designed to be rank run and, you know, time attacked, and you still want to get the highest score possible. That's the aim of the game. That didn't kill them? That's not good. I didn't change my loadout. It's fine. I can just jump cancel. And that's why this is so stupid. This goddamn difficulty is ridiculous, man. If I did this about a month back, it probably would be more enjoyable because I'd be better, but this is what happens when you get rusty, folks. There has been a comment, but obviously I'm going to check. Not now, but when I can. Jump, cancel this motherfucking dude. Should have took my shotgun. But there's just, the enemies are everywhere now. So obviously it makes it tougher, but it's fine. Yeah, I saw that one coming, mate. That's not gonna fucking work on me. Jesus, that one's finally dead. That one's finally dead as well. And it's funny because these enemies have hidden stun variables, so if you hit them eventually, yeah, see? If you hit them long enough, eventually they'll stagger. Alright, I'm back. Had to go to the store hungry as fuck. Best Virgil quote from DMC4, die. Because he obviously hasn't spoken much in the actual game. Yeah, well, Virgil was a very, very budget character in DMC4 Special Edition. Like, obviously, they aped a lot of his attacks and animations from DMC3. Obviously, they changed them quite a bit, so they don't have the same properties. But then again, Lady and Trish are also like even more budget characters because they're just character models that they obviously had from the original game, just slapped on with Dante's some of Dante's and Virgil's moves, which is cool, you know. The fact that they were able to do that with a shoestring budget. Okay, now I'm gonna have to actually change this loadout. Hopefully we'll be able to use Yamato as Nero. Yeah, that would be interesting, but again, Yamato is inside the Devilbringer, so when that gets taken, I'm not sure we'll actually have access to it. But if we do get the Devilbringer back, or Yamato back, it will be cool to have that back. I'm sort of betting on Nero having a spectral arm when he Devil triggers. Replacement, you know. Do I think Virgil is a bad father? I don't know what to think, but he has never been in Nero's life. It's sad. Well, you got to understand Virgil's a complete maniac in a certain sense. You know, he wants to attain power to protect people, but then again, he'll throw anybody and everybody under the bus to get that power. And again, we don't know much about, you know, Nero being the father. I mean, sorry, Virgil being the father of Nero. Considering all we know is that he went to Fortuna and probably banged somebody, potentially a prostitute, potentially that woman we see in the intro trailer. But then again, you know, we know that he doesn't care much about humans. So obviously it's sad and fucked up. And obviously there's going to be a lot of conflict between Nero and Virgil. And you know, I reckon Virgil's going to get what's coming to him. But I reckon they'll forgive each other. It's fine. In the end, at least. Why am I at full health? Oh, that thing healed me. Interesting. So I got everything I wanted. Yep. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Virgil chose this way when you think about it. He's always been power hungry, if it means chopping his son's arm off to get it back. Yeah, well, at the same time, we don't know if that really was Virgil or just corrupt Virgil, because obviously he was corrupted as Nilo Angelo, but we don't know if he ever came back to his senses and was how he was before. It's interesting. What they do with the character is, you know, interesting, as Dante here taps his foot, getting impatient. So now we fight Cerberus, the gatekeeper for DMD. If you can beat Cerberus here, you'll be fine until about mission 11, I guess. Or mission 7 if, you know, for some people. I've never had an issue with the Virgil 1 boss fight. Virgil 2, Virgil 3 is when things get serious. You can cheese this boss completely. I'll tell you that now. I'll tell you that now. You can cheese it with a spiral. I'm not going to though. You can stun the boss. It's alright though. It's alright. We're doing decent damage to the boss. But Cerberus has always been one of my favourite bosses because it teaches you what it means to get up close and personal. You can't just hide away, you know, popping off your guns in an attempt to, you know, make things easy. Oh my fucking god, that did stupid amounts of fucking damage. Are you serious? That was absolutely ridiculous. Come on, stun. No, I'm not going to get the stun. We took off one of the heads at least. Ah, oh, fuck, that's not good. That's not good either. It's fine. The head we're left with. Ah, oh, stop with this bullshit. Shit, that's my fault. There we go. I saw a video that some say the girl in DMC4 Special Edition is not Nero's mother but Kyrie's mother, because if you look at her she looks a lot like Kyrie. Could be. I'm leaning more towards it being the one Virgil does do it with, obviously, because she's the only one that pays interest to Virgil. It's interesting. I don't think it's Kyrie's mother though, because if you think about it, Kyrie and Credo, brother and sister, so they'd know if somebody comes in and just pipes them, because Nero's an orphan, so he was left on the doorstep, so it wouldn't make sense for their mother to leave a child on their own doorstep and pretend that it's not her child. When you think about it, you gotta feel bad for Virgil. The guy went to hell and back and now logically thinking he's seeking revenge. But what is he seeking vengeance for though? That's the thing. He decided to stay in hell of his own accord because he was too full of pride to just, you know, accept his brother's help and go back to the human world and just live his life. He ends up going into the demon world, ends up failing like a moron because he's injured, you know. And you know, there he is. Obviously, he fights Dante in DMC1, but then again, he doesn't know much about his past because obviously when he sees Dante's amulet, he sort of freaks out and disappears. You know, so if he is seeking vengeance, he'd probably seek it against Mundus, but then again, at the same time, Dante sealed Mundus away for quite a while. But then Mundus, or Mundus, however you say, he did, you know, tell Dante he'd be back, and Dante's like, give my regards to my son. So, you know, Mundus might be back. We don't know. We don't know at this point. Customize. I don't really want to customize much. I got a shit ton of Jesus, I almost said souls there. Don't know why I've got Dark Souls on the brain. But it's fine. We're on to mission 4 now. We took care of Cerberus with no deaths, surprisingly. Now on to one of the most boring missions in this game, I find. You have access to this drab tower, and it's like, oh well. The name of this video is DevilNeverCry 5. New Kitty was always there. But I don't like Kitty, I hope she gets killed. My man, I'm a big fan of Nero. I don't know if they're going to kill her. I don't think, because if they let Virgil kill Kyrie, there's no redemption. There's no coming back from that. Nero's going to probably end up killing Virgil. You know, Dante's probably going to feel conflicted because, you know, at the same time as his brother, but then his brother kind of screwed over his nephew big time. So I don't think they'd paint Virgil in that irredeemable light. Something might have happened to her. She might be kidnapped. Or it might be... Oh, not these enemies. What am I doing? No, we're not. We're just going to stay near the door because we can't. I'm not fucking with these things because they're so annoying. I doubt it, but wait. It's going to be interesting, Nero taking over Dante's devil hunting business and Dante coming back from DMC2. I took a stupid amount of damage there. Yeah, it is going to be interesting, I'll tell you that much. I do believe it's going to be Dante coming back from DMC2 because they got to address DMC2, man. Like, they can't keep pushing it off into the future. But who knows? Yeah, I'm a fan of Nero too. I doubt it, but I see Virgil kidnapping Kitty. Yeah, could be. Or the demon tree could take her. You know, that big bad dude could try and sacrifice her. But then again, it's just going to be another rescue mission, like DMC4. And I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if they're going to have the balls to do that. Because people are going to be like, well, that's boring. Oh, we have some of these enemies back now. Wonderful. Just when I thought I was rid of them. Are you fucking kidding me with that luster cut, dude? Stop with this fucking bullshit move, dude. It's terrible. They only do it on Dante Must Die mode as well. You missed, you moron. Give me that health, you don't need that shit. That was my fault. Poorly timed dodge. Jesus, fucking dual teamed me there. Wait a second, I'm gonna read the comments here. Oh my god, I will get heated. Oh well, heated that I need to save this girl. Oh my god, no, she's not good for him. Yeah, that'd be boring. We saw how powerful he is with Yamato inside his Devilbringer, but once he lost it, how powerful will Nero actually be with that mechanical arm? We've got to realise it's a human's technology against overworld powers. That's exactly what I was saying, though. But that's what they say. That's what they're saying in like the pre-release. They're like, you know, he lost the source of his power. He's at one of the lowest points he can possibly be in his life, and it's like, You know, realistically, how is he going to do? I mean, to be honest, he uses Red Queen without, you know, without the Devilbringer. You know, that mechanical weapon, mechanical sword, which he made and designed himself. You know, and it's said to be so intricate that nobody else can use it because they don't know any of its, like, workings, basically. But who knows? You know, I mean, Lady hunts devils all the time, and she does it with Kalina Ann. Though obviously she doesn't mess about with anything crazy powerful. You know, I'm assuming she leaves all the realistically stupid stuff to Dante because he's more suited for the job. Let's be honest, Virgil could destroy Nero without the Devil Trigger or the Devil Bringer. Well, you got to realize that Nero probably has a Devil Trigger of his own, I'd imagine. You know, in a similar way that, you know, Dante's latent Devil Trigger powers were unlocked by almost being murdered, basically. Maybe the same could happen with Nero without the Devil Bringer, you know? Who knows? But yeah, obviously Virgil could probably, you know, not probably, could easily just kill Nero if he didn't have the Devil Bringer, but then again, Virgil's been out of it. You know, he's been corrupted, destroyed, had bits of his soul just taken. He's been transformed into enemies, into weapons, like, we don't know what state Virgil is in, you know? So, you know, he could be too weak to 100% kill him. Who knows? I'm more interested in this third character as to who they actually are. You know? Could there be somebody of importance? Could there be somebody crazy? Could there be somebody we already know? Or like the child of somebody we already know? It's crazy, but I'm really curious about how cool V's gameplay is, or how cool will be V's gameplay. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, he's going to be different, 100% different. Obviously Nero was sort of a beginner character, but he has a lot of depth if you dive in. Dante's complexity in 4 was just crazy, but then again you got to realise these are both incomplete characters because of budget and time constraints. So maybe V will be even more of a beginner character. Maybe he'll be somewhere in the middle. Who knows? Good point. Nero might have something under his sleeve, just like you said. I see them as all they got the same blood type, so if they feel like their life is on the line, their true powers come out. Exactly. We don't know. Like DMC's one of those series where anything could happen, you know? It's crazy like that. I think Nero's still strong, but not as strong as DMC4 Nero, but I think Nero's a good killer. Has some good skills. Well, they said that, you know, obviously he was part of the Order of the Sword. He'd take on solo missions by himself because obviously nobody could work with him because he was just so brash and abrasive. So obviously if he's good enough to do missions by himself, I think he's definitely powerful. But then again, in another interview, the only reason that Nero gives a damn, right, is because of Kyrie. Like, I believe one of the early interviews stated, you know, had Kyrie not actually been in the cathedral when Dante attacked, he basically would have been apathetic and wouldn't have really cared. He probably would have just walked away. Obviously, because he has Kyrie to protect, and, you know, he's in love with her, that's where his power comes from, the ability or the want to protect people. So, as I said, you know, he got me good there. I do think Kyrie is still alive, and I think that's part of the reason why he's fighting. Not just because obviously his arm was fucking taken and he wants it back, but you know, he's fighting to protect Kyrie. I'm assuming, you know, maybe he's not actually going to like try and solve the issue of this demon invasion. Maybe he's just trying to get his arm back. You know, that's all he cares about. But I don't think so. I think he's fighting to protect Kyrie from this invasion, and he's doing that by stopping it. But then again, he probably thinks he's the only person that can stop it, because Dante's been missing for a while. So he's probably thinking, if I don't take care of this, nobody else is. But then obviously Dante comes back in the nick of time. Alright, it's been sorted. Does Nero still have Red Queen in DMC5? I forgot. Yeah, he does. It's obviously that the weapon looks different, so it's been modified in some sort of way, probably to look more realistic. But it's still the same old Red Queen. Damn, 11 viewers. And oh look, we skipped that. Did we? Did we skip it? No, because the door won't open, so we have to fall down here. I think Nero is a hero. He's a good person. I don't think he does that for Kyrie. He's a good hero. Yeah, he could be. He could have changed. We don't know. Fucking hell. Not these enemies. I don't mean the Abyss people things. I mean the ghosts. Those fucking things that just like to swoop in. They do so much damage. Yeah, he could have changed. He could be a hero. He could want to be. He could be like Dante. He could just want to save the day, you know, because that's the right thing to do. And that probably makes sense, because obviously he's changed. He's grown up. So if he, you know, obviously he looks different, but if he still has that same mindset of I don't really care, how much has he changed, you know? So yeah, I think you are sort of right there, Girl Power. I think he could have changed. He's the hero. I just want to see how Nico comes into this. How is she known? How does she know the crew?
Yeah.
Does she know them from before the demon invasion? Or, you know... We don't know. Okay, this is pissing me off. This thing here is doing more damage than this fucking thing here. It's fucking ridiculous. That's not good. Jesus. Fine, this is how we want to play, this is how we're going to play. Nero meeting his father for the first time, be like, Dad, yes, I ain't got time for this. See you later. Yeah, I could totally see that. Virgil not saying a single thing, just taking the arm and being like, well, I'm off now, guys, and then just fucking leaving. I think that Dante... Oh, shit, sorry. Can't even read. It's been that long. I think that DMC5 will be like the old Star Wars. You Now, Family Time. Could be. They did say this is going to be the end of the Sons of Sparta storyline, so... Whatever happens, guys, it's going to be dramatic. I'll tell you that much. Is Dante or Virgil going to die? I can see Virgil potentially dying. Not Dante, though. Dante's obviously the... Ooh, that's not good. I'm almost dead here. fuck? This thing has so much fucking health. That's what I don't like about this difficulty. Yeah, I still want to find out who the hell that third got. Yeah, same as me, dude. I want to find out as well. And now we can go through there. See, the thing is, it's good to change weapons because this one's weak to Cerberus, this millipede, but we're gonna have to do that in the Vidra. Fuck it. Hopefully, you can choose to fight just punching and kicking, along with switching to a weapon if you wanted to, instead of always having weapons. Do you mean with the character V, or do you mean with Dante and Nero? People are like, oh, it's Virgil's second son. Lol, what the hell, what the fuck? Yeah, people like... That's the thing, though. It's like, we don't know anything. So we might as well just scheme and think of whatever we can. With, like, all of them. See, that makes... That's interesting, the idea of having to... like sheath and unsheath your weapon, like using your hands and feet first. They might, I'm not sure if they will, but considering there's only so many buttons and combinations of buttons you can press on your controller, and obviously people are going to get annoyed because they want to get right into the action right away. I don't know. Be like a punch, do a tornado kick, and then slam with a rebellion or whatever weapon. Yeah, that's interesting, but then who knows what they've come up with. Hopefully we get some, like, no, not hopefully, we definitely will get some gameplay and information at Gamescom. You know, they said there's going to be a playable demo, so we're going to be able to see for ourselves, and it's going to be interesting. Are they going? Do I think they're going to go with that? I'm not sure, considering they've never done that, but then again, it's DMC5, they're probably going to go all out. Power, give me more power. He does sound just like his father, you know, it's the... That's how it... Ah, fuck. I just fell off. And I fell off again, that's not good. Here we go. Damn, they got me good. No, I don't want to rebirth. Continue. Don't put me back at the start. Oh, thank God. I was going to say. Nox. Hideaki Itsuno said it's going to be emotional. You don't expect just an emotional father-son dialogue in a fight. But how will it be if Virgil somehow tries to turn Nero's mind and see Nero fight Dante? See, I don't think that would happen, because obviously at this point Nero knows Dante a lot more than he knows Virgil. All he knows about Virgil is that A, he's his father, and B, he's never been in his fucking life. And he's got more of a connection with Dante. I don't see him turning. Just because, you know, Nero's not that sort of snake. He's not that type of guy. You know? Alright, now we run. We run back. Sorry, I'll read the comments in a second. I'm just trying to get this boss fight. Fuck, done. Woe is me. The worst boss in this game. Right, well, now we leave. We head back up here. But yeah, when this mission ends, I'll read the comments, guys. Don't sweat it. I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say. stop being such an annoying asshole of a boss and just come on. The worst fucking boss ever. Come on, come out of your hole, you scumbag. Okay, right. You wanna... Two can play this game, you tool. You bloody absolute tool. Terrible English accent that was. 93 comments and 13 people watching. That's a record for this channel, considering... Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, dude. Never has this boss done this... I've never seen this boss do this much garbage. Because I usually finish him off, because I usually have Cerberus equipped. Because I know. But seeing as how I'm rusty as hell... Okay, well, we're not going to die. Because dying to this boss is... a joke. Come on, do those purple orb things, because I'll reflect him back. He never does those. He's not doing those purple orb things anymore, because he knows of. Right, well, let's get back up here. Where's he coming from? He's coming from up there. Of course he does the purple orbs, not when I'm there. Come on, do them now. Are you kidding me? Right, well, I'm not doing this boss again. I fucking hate it. So much I hate this boss. I'm willing to waste an item like that. Yeah, nice stun lock, bro. Congrats. Come on, come on, come on, stop being a tool. Nice warning I get. Oh, well, isn't this great? Any day now you'll stop being this annoying boss and you'll just calm down. I am not, I repeat, not letting this thing kill me. I have no issue fighting Cerberus, but this thing apparently does me. You fucking kidding me? Alright, well now I can finally get on to reading you guys' comments. And there were quite a few, so let's end this mission. When you think about the beginning of the game, we should be able to use Yamato in the middle of the game. Meet the guy who takes his devil bringer, and the question is, imagine how he mastered his father's sword. Could be. That could be in it. That could be for an interesting scenario. I don't think we're going to start with being able to use Yamato. I'm not sure. Maybe Virgil will teach him at the end, or who knows. In his own style. Yeah, could be. Obviously Nero's untrained. He's sort of wild. He's crazy. I think Virgil will die for good in this game as well, but I hope he has a heroic death and not a death while trying to accomplish his own goals. Yeah, I guess so. Again, it's all about character growth. Dante's moved on. He's no longer the same person he was. Nero's grown and moved on. You know, Dante's probably had some crazy shit happen to him because he's been missing for quite a while, so who knows. But obviously Virgil just can't be this power-obsessed crazy maniac because that's just a one-dimensional character. He needs to have some sort of growth. Maybe Virgil will die, you know, as Gilpa was saying, you know, I think maybe he'll save Nero Dante, you know. Maybe we'll save Nero or Dante, or both, who knows. People will say this is the last DMC game. I doubt this is going to be the last. If it sells well, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a sequel, there's going to be merchandise, I hope. People are hyped, people love this shit. But I'd assume it's going to be the last Sons of Sparta game, which focuses on Dante and Virgil. And I think Nero will just carry the series onwards by himself. Maybe having Dante and Virgil as like background characters, similar to like Trish and Lady. Yep, as Novak's saying, I think we've had enough of giving more power, Virgil, yeah. Has some potential for great character development in this game, yep. Exactly what I was saying. Virgil will come back as old. And in the end, things will go in a direction. He'll realise that it's more legacy than power. There is way more to lose, like Vegeta from Dragon Ball type shit. Yeah. I could totally see Virgil becoming the Vegeta type character, you know, just swallow his pride and get along with Dante. As long as it means, you know, being a better father for Nero, you know, being a better man. Who knows? Who knows? Damn, we've been going for an hour already, have we? That time certainly flew by. The hell is this? Who tagged me? What the hell? Just checking through the Discord here, folks. Ah, somebody shared the stream, no wonder. Nero is only 25, he's not old. Well, he's roughly in his mid-20s, yeah, but he was supposed to be, what, anywhere from like 17 to 19 in DMC4, like 5-6 years, you know, 5 to 7 years is a long time, you know. People change, people grow up, you know. The fact that he's got Kitty A to properly look after now, he can't depend on Credo, shit like that. You're forced to grow up. He's got to put food on the table, put a roof over their head, you know. Can't imagine the tears I will shed if Virgil would die the most iconic character death in video game history. Oh lord. Well, depends how they frame it. You know, if they frame, you know, if they, you know, as I said, they're going to make it emotional. He's a big character for the series. You know, if he goes, it's never going to be the same. Maybe Nero will carry on his legacy. We don't know. We don't know. Not much has been said. Let me actually check. How long is it till Gamescom? Right, so Gamescom starts August the 21st. So that's, let me get this right, that's 22 days at the earliest. I'm not sure when Capcom's actually holding their event, but 22 days, guys, 22 days. Dante and Virgil dying both together on some heroic shit to save Nero. I can see it happening. It depends. I'm not sure about Dante, because does Dante have a family? Does he have, you know, what happened with him and Trish or him and Lady? You know, I'm not sure. Like maybe Dante will lose a lot of his powers. Yeah, maybe he won't ever be the same again. I don't see him dying. Like I think Virgil dying is more plausible. In my eyes, Nero was never a kid. He is the same person, just now more. Yeah, well, it was certainly hard to picture him as a teenager, considering he was built like a fucking barn. But that's just the engine. But you could tell in the way he acted. Very brash, very apathetic, abrasive, you know. Just checking some things out here, folks. Bro, one thing Dante needs to fix up after his return from DMC2 is shave that fucking beard. Yeah, we don't know. Well, you know, he might have been in hell. He might have just had a child with a lady and didn't want to pay child support, so he just fucked off into the middle of nowhere. Like, we don't know. Is he going to keep it? Who knows? I guarantee that there's going to be some sort of legacy costume where he'll be able to, like... We'll be able to dress him up in his old costumes, no doubt. I agree, I don't know what's up with all the hype around the beard. I'd assume it's because it's a departure for the character, you know. He's always been clean shaven or stubble. Who knows? It's been a trend as of recently. Yeah, exactly, you know. Everybody these days has got a bloody beard. Kratos, Geralt from The Witcher, like Adam Jensen, Deus Ex, you know, also everybody. Nah, that's just his cool personality. He's a cute guy. Well, Nero's Nero, you know, he's definitely unique. One thing I'm interested in is how the soundtrack is going to sound like. Metal, dubstep, DMC reboot stylish. I'd imagine a mix of both. I think Dante's going to be a bit more butt rock, a bit more metal. Nero's going to be a bit more pop, as we heard with Devil Trigger. Pop, electronica, whatever you want to call it. I don't actually know what sort of genre that is, but I don't think there's going to be any like reboot dubstep sort of stuff. With this new technology of scan, I don't know about the costumes. Yep, Lucas, you bring up a very interesting point. Considering everything's been scanned to be photorealistic, the inclusion of costumes is likely going to mean they're DLC, because obviously they've got to pay. They got to pay to, you know, to get these things first of all made and then scanned in. So it's interesting. I can definitely see them going down the DLC route, but if there's no costumes at all in general, people are going to be disappointed. People are really going to be disappointed. Like, look at DMC3. DMC3 has got a fuck ton of costumes. DMC4, you know, budget and time constraints mean that there's not a lot, but there's still a bunch of costumes nevertheless. If there's no alternate costumes in DMC5, people are going to be upset. But then again, Itsuno was given free reign with DMC5, so maybe he just paid a fuck ton to get a bunch of alternate costumes made. Who knows? DMC5 is supposed to be emotional, but that doesn't mean they're going to kill a fan favourite character, or so I hope. That's true. But, you know, they don't have to kill him. They can severely maim or injure. You know, they can have us thinking that they're about to die. You know, the stakes are going to be big. Everything's at risk. Maybe they won't die. They're going to be in an interesting situation. Trust me, they'll hit us hard, knowing it's the end of the Legacy game, end of the Sons of Sparta, exactly. We need more sexy, cool clothes for the heroes. Well, DMC5 got a M for mature rating, and for the first time ever, it got an 18 rating over here in the UK, and I think Europe as well. So, and that's partially because of nudity. So, we're gonna see some skin regardless, whether that's from the characters, from the Kyrie Nero sex scene, like, you know, from any of these enemies. Who knows? People are going to be showing skin. Right, well, I guess I'll I guess I'll do one more mission. I'll end this off with mission 5. I don't know what costume though. Certainly nothing super, I'll tell you that much. Maybe I'll go for this one, I don't know. Some really lewd hand holding. Yeah. Could be that. I'm gonna pick this costume because it's my favourite. Yeah. Kitty A is gonna be yeah, you want to see some of that go on R34. But I'm good, thanks. I've had my fill of things that are too lewd. We'll use some Cerberus. We haven't used Cerberus in a long ass time. Not at all in the stream, in fact. But let us continue. Oh yes, I forgot. This is a mandatory encounter. How that happened... Oh, that's right. Double trigger, didn't it? Let's get rid of that. Come on. There's going to be 2 more of these fucking things as well. Spawning over here. Oh, more than 2. That's wonderful. These things just... These things just don't want to die. Give me that. The only reason I'm worried here is because there's the Jester fight. Well, I see it now. Nero, the new character taking over the series. Could be. V could be set up as a potential rival for Nero. Who knows? For DMC6. Dante gonna retire 100%. Potential. He could retire. He might not. He's definitely gonna take a back seat. I'll tell you that much. Do I like Kitty A? As Tears has said, she does need more character development. Girl power here wants her killed, and she wants to be Nero's lover instead. You know, which you do you. I'm not going to judge. People have said far, far worse. So, you know, if you want to be in the game, you want to pipe Nero, be my guest. That was the wrong input. Lucius says he wants Kitty A to have a role in DMC5, but I think it's not going to happen. I think she's going to have a role. We know Nero definitely calls to her. Fucking hell, these things do so much damage. What the fuck? Sorry if I'm not speaking much. I just want to get through this without dying. You know what? Give me that. I'm going to use an item here. DMC5 needs more than just one trailer. We're definitely going to get one at Gamescom, I think. Definitely. There has to be another one. More trailers to come. Game's still far away from development, except one from Capcom soon. Because there's like 7 months left. Yeah, people are saying it's going to have a January, March release date, don't they? What? And they did promise a lot more information at Gamescom too. So I think there's going to be a trailer. And I do think Kid A is going to have some character development, hopefully. I think she's going to change. I don't think she's going to be the same old, like, priestess, like Goody Two-Shoes. That was my fault, I risked that. Gotta hit that damage threshold. Yeah, so she's going to be, I think, a bit more rebellious, like a normal person, you know. She's not going to live that sheltered lifestyle in that cult. So, you know, we're definitely going to see more of her. There was that lady preaching over the... Not preaching, but she was talking over the radio. That might be Kid A. Maybe she'll be kidnapped again? I don't know, I don't think so. I can see Kid A as a new lady. Yeah, could be. She definitely does need to change her style. I don't think Kid A got powers from swallowing Nero's special demon sperm. Be hilarious if she did, but that's too lewd for DMC, so I don't think so. Even though I bet some of you guys would probably love that shit. You know, at that point, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Each to their own. She's swallowing that special demon baby batter. She's got a special demon cooking in her oven, aka her womb. Hashtag womb raider, Nero. You know. No thanks. All right. No, you know. Girl power doesn't want any of that, which, you know, fair enough. Where the fuck am I supposed to? Am I supposed to be going through here? I think I'm supposed to be going through here. There you go, Tears has got it right. Hashtag womb raider. Dante does need a girlfriend too, and I think that would be Lady. I don't think it's going to be Trish, because Trish looks exactly like his mother. Right down to all the fine physical details, so I don't think he's going to be wanting to be inside Trish and then thinking of his mother, because that's just fucked. Do I think he could have a cop star mode? Potentially. Maybe that's a feature they're hiding or leaving for a big reveal. People have been modding DMC4 to get the character swap on combat. I think they've even got like a co-op mod as well. Yet, Kat Kimir's right. Oh god, indeed. Which makes all the Trish and Dante shipping I see just a what the fuck, you know? It's just like, why? Come on, guys. Like, oh, really? He is my man. I got him in Sims 4. I love Lady. She'll be so cute with Dante. Yeah, I think they match. I think Dante and Lady match. No Trish and Dante though. It's gonna be funny when Virgil sees Trish, because he'll probably flip his shit. He'll be like, "Oh my god, who's insulting the name of my mother like this?" Maybe he'll try and kill her. Who knows? But DMC isn't a dating simulator. We really don't give a toss about that. Well, I mean, you know, if this is going to be the final Sons of Sparta, you know, final Sons of Sparta storyline, you sort of want them to just get it over and done with, you know? Like, it's coming from a mile away, you know, you might as well just stop backdashing and just let me hit you. Right. Now that one's done. Yeah, you're right. It's not a dating simulator, but people can dream, can't they? People can dream. People have to have something they can jack off to, you know, after they're done getting their SSS ranks, right? Maybe we'll get that Dante and Nevin sex scene that everybody so gladly wants. Maybe Sparta was cheating on Eva with Nevin. Maybe that's where V came from. Crazy Bat Lady gave up some ass to Sparta. That'd be cool if you could drive the motorcycle or the van to each mission area or location. What if we all got mugged off and it's not even Virgil, and Virgil doesn't exist in DMC5? Nah, mate. I would laugh my fucking head off, but I don't think that's what's going to happen because... Jesus Christ. Why does this do so much damage? Fuck me. That did lots of damage. Okay, this isn't working, so you're just going to be kept off screen. Imagine if V has a fucking scooter. That would be ridiculous. Ridiculously funny. You dead yet, you scumbag? That's the wrong direction. It would be quite Are you kidding me? The timing of these moves, I tell you. No matter. I'm sure Agni and Rudra will be nice and accommodating. Especially when that's the wrong door, I believe. And this is the right door? One thing I would like to see is Kyrie lady lesbian scene, because Trish is an old fart now, so I'm good. But then you got to realise that Trish is a demon, so she doesn't age. So she's still as tight and as youthful as ever. That's what you got to realise. That demon vag is still as tight as it's ever been. If, you know... It's funny because Mundus or Mundus made Eva made Trish in the image of Eva, so is it 100% anatomically correct? Is her badge just as tight as Eva's? Too many enemies. And they're gonna double trigger, which is annoying. Threesome? Mate, now the nudity scenes will be the frogs of DMC4 again. I could totally see that happening. Unless it's Nevin. Could be Nevin. Nude Nevin. We don't know. I want a scene that shows Nero sleeping. Or shower all the blood. Or show all the blood. Dante vs Deadpool, that would be fun to see. What, just like Marvel vs. Capcom? That would, you know, yeah, I'll give you that. That could be interesting. But obviously, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was such a disgusting mess that I doubt that crossover is ever going to happen. Unfortunately. Get out of here. Right, so that's done. Now we're on to the boss fight. There's some orbs up here, if you didn't know. That's the wrong one. Stop being a bitch, Dante. There we go. There's orbs up here, if you didn't know. As well as the moonlit background. So wait, who the freak Virgil banged for Nero to be born? Well, you know, everyone says it's... People are either like it's a Fortuna prostitute, or, you know, as SE showed, DMC4 SE, that woman in the intro cutscene that looked back at Virgil with those lustful thought eyes. Dude, it could be a comic or a manga or whatever. Yeah, you know, of course, why not? You know, I'm not saying it can't, it certainly can. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It'd just be interesting. It'd just be like not of a, you know, just more of a when would that happen sort of thing. Gonna waste my money on items. I'm referring to Dante vs. Deadpool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. Dante versus Deadpool. Yeah, they'd have to get a hold of the licenses to use both of them. To use both characters, which, you know, I'm sure Capcom wouldn't mind. I'm just not sure about Disney letting go of the Deadpool, because obviously they own Marvel, don't they? Or they're part of Marvel or whatever. People say that was Kyrie. I was like, what, bro? What the fuck? Yeah, no, that's definitely not Kyrie. I don't know why people like to say that, but. Yeah, okay, we got the right weapon set up here. Usually I'd use Cerberus or Agdin Rudra, but we're going to use Beowulf this time. Yeah, we do lots of damage, in case you didn't realise. Easiest thing to do is just stay away from the special moves and Helmbreaker. Be careful, because when they do decide to hit you, shit does lots of damage. Oh, see, I'm trying to get away from that. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is this? They asked to be gangbanged. What the fuck? Miss me with the gangbang tech, lads. Nope. Nope. That was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Comments. I think that Virgil loves this woman. I don't think Virgil loves that woman because he piped her, no birth control, no nothing, just made Nero and left because he didn't want to pay child support. He's just like, be right back, I'm going to go see a man about raising a tower, instead of about going to see a man about a dog. Dante v Satan, that would be cool. Well, he took on the Demon Emperor Mundus, which is essentially the same. Then he takes on Abigail in the the anime. So that was a pretty cool difference. One thing I know Virgil didn't know about Nero, once he's going to see Nero, he's going to be like, damn, this is my son. Should have killed the woman the second I'm back. Jesus Christ. Why didn't you just kill her before he started? You know, make Virgil a necrophiliac at this rate. Maybe the demon in DMC5 could be Satan. Again, could be. There are a lot of churchgoers that are pervert to have a child with a half-demon. Exactly. They worship a demon, Sparta, as a god. Once they find out that Virgil is, his son, they'll all be wanting some of that dick. I won't put it past him. Yeah, come on. Fucking stun locked. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. All because I got hit stuck on his fucking character. Just both power hungry, that's all. I need to go bye, thanks for the talk, no problem. Thanks for checking out the stream, Girl Power. When you think about it, Virgil and Nero ain't nothing alike. Yeah, Virgil and Nero had a very different upbringing, didn't they? Virgil sort of witnessed his parents be fucking slaughtered, and then goes on a power-hungry quest. Nero's an orphan. The only reason he wants power, though, is to protect the only thing he cares about, which makes sense. Virgil would never wear Beats by Dante. Of course not. Virgil would never listen to music through headphones. He'd just, he'd make the women sing. Because obviously... Honestly, I think Virgil went to Fortuna to try and make, to just do what his father did, just to pipe a human woman and see if that would give him any boost in power. And all it did was just nothing. Dude got his dick wet and then what? He's like, well, that was a waste of fucking time. But at least now I'm not raising the tower with Temenegru as some sort of powerless virgin. Now I'm just a powerless person. Yep, never you would... Well, that's the thing, though, because Nero... What was it? Virgil would never use an iPhone because he wants more power. Nox has got the right idea there. Virgil would use an Android because fuck using an iPhone. Never use his sword as a motorcycle. Well, as I was saying, yeah. Nero made that shit all on his own. This dude made a gun that shoots 2 bullets, a double-barreled revolver, just because, because people think it's impossible. So he's just like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do what I want. Oh Lord, please don't imagine Nero modding Yamato's. No. Nah, well, that's the thing though, because Red Queen isn't a demonic weapon. It's just a weapon. It's just a sword with an engine on it. Whereas Yamato just holds a bunch of power, because, yeah. At least Virgil got laid. Yeah. At least he got his dick wet. Nero, on the other hand, probably waited until after the events of DMC4 to just absolutely destroy Kyrie's birth canal, because he's like, well, I don't want her being kidnapped again. Let me just insert myself where I have no business being. He's like, you're the only one that'll accept me and my fucked up demon arm. Might as well pipe you before the chance disappears, because no one else will pipe me. So he's just like, fuck it. And he did it. Ooh, that is... I'm done playing DMC3 for the day, thank Christ. Oh. What time? 9 o'clock. We've been streaming for about an hour and a half. No, that's going to be it. What? Who did he bang to find out? Tune into the same devil time, same devil channel. Exactly. You want to know? You want to know who he banged? You're gonna have to wait and see. In fact, I think I've got my DMC art book. Ooh, don't fall off the bookshelf. Thank fuck. I've got my DevilNeverCry graphic arts book here, and nowhere does it say who the mother is. It just says, yeah, that's the I've got a bookshelf behind me full of books, art books. You can probably hear me flipping through the pages here. If you guys haven't picked this up already, I highly suggest you pick up the art book. It's got lots and lots of not only cool art and character work, but it's also got a bunch of... Fucking hell, that scared the shit out of me. It's got a lot of cool information. You got lots of different artists here as well, but just quickly flicking through, there's nothing I can really find. Well, it doesn't really say, which is to be expected. But I wonder what sort of collector's edition we're going to get from DMC5. That would be interesting. If it's something crazy. The DMC4 special edition didn't really come with much over here in the UK, but yeah, indeed. Right, well, I guess right. This shit went from intelligent conversation about the Spartans brothers to hentai bang bros. What the fuck? Yeah, and at that point I guess we'll leave it off there before it devolves into further just degeneracy. So, I want to thank you guys for checking out today's stream. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, maybe not because I've got work and shit, but definitely Wednesday. But yeah, thank you guys for checking out today's stream. We'll continue on with DMC3. Obviously, you know, same old. You guys pick which costume and what difficulty, and I guess we'll just go from there. Thanks again, Xtiz. Yeah, today was a successful turnout, but now I've got a bunch of shit to do. So yeah, it's been DevilNeverCry, and I'll see you guys next video.